Good afternoon everyone. The next concept is of enterprise warehouse. So already like in the previous slide we discussed warehouse models. There are three: enterprise warehouse, data mart and the virtual warehouse. So here we are going to discuss in detail about the enterprise warehouse. Enterprise warehouse, it collects all of the information about subject spanning the entire organization. It provides cooperative wide data integration, usually from one or more operational systems or external information providers, and is cross-functional in scope. It typically contains detailed data as well as the summarized data, and it can be range in size from few gigabytes to hundreds of gigabytes, terabytes or beyond. The enterprise data warehouse may be implemented on traditional mainframes, computer super servers or parallel architecture platforms. It requires extensive business modeling and may take years to design and build. And data mart. So this data mart, it contains the subset of cooperative wide data that is of value to a specific group of users. The scope is confined to the specific selected objects. For example, a marketing data mart may confine its subjects to customer items and sales. The data contained in data marts tend to be summarized. Means usually the data mart is implemented on low cost departmental servers that are Unix or Linux or Windows based. The implementation cycle of a data mart is more likely to be measured in weeks rather than months or years. However, it may involve complex integration in the long run if its design and planning were not enterprise wide. Depending on the source of data, data marts can be categorized as independent or dependent. Independent data mart are sourced from data captured from one or more operational systems or external information providers, or from data generated locally within the particular department or geographic area. So dependent data marts are sourced directly from enterprise data warehouse. So next slide is of virtual warehouse. So here the virtual warehouse is a set of views over operational database. So what are the pros and cons of the top down and bottom up approach to data warehouse development? So that we'll discuss. So usually like top down development of an enterprise warehouse serves as a systematic solution and minimizes the integration problem. However, it is expensive, takes a long time to develop and lacks flexibility due to difficulty in achieving consistency and consensus for a common data model for a entire organization. So next, coming to the bottom up approach to the design, development and deployment of independent data marts, it provides flexibility, low cost and rapid return of investment. So it however can lead to problems when integrating various disparate data marts into a consistent enterprise data warehouse. So a recommended method for the development of data warehouse system is to implement the warehouse in an incremental and evolutionary manner. First, a high level corporate data model is defined within the reasonably short period. Short period means 1 or 2 months. So that provide a corporate wide, consistent, integrated view of data among different subjects and potential usages. This high-level model, although it will need to be refined in the further development of enterprise data warehouse and department data mart, will greatly reduce the future integration problems. So second one, independent data marts can be implemented in parallel with the enterprise warehouse based on the same corporate data model set noted before. So third one, distributed data marts can be constructed to integrate different data marts via hub servers. So finally, multi-tier data warehouse is constructed where the enterprise warehouse is the sole of all warehouse data, so which is distributed to the various dependent data mart. So here like it defined with the high level corporate data model where it will contain data mart and goes to the distribution data mart and the multi-tier data warehousing. So with respect to these all model refinement, it will go with the defined high level corporate data model approach. So next slide, the recommended Method for the development of data warehouse system is to implement warehouse in an incremental and evolutionary manner. Unfortunately, the term self-service BI is being thrown out within the market. So, here it specified one of the marketing statements by these vendors was the business did not need a data warehouse. The industry and the vendor learned that this simply was not a true statement. The data warehouse are as important to the enterprise as the operational system, or because the enterprise warehouse captures integrated view of historical information. So next one. So unfortunately, this is the term where self-service like being thrown into the marketplace. So we'll continue with the next slide to discuss the next